Heard of comparing toxicity traits? I think only that can only happen in the WNBA. I really do. I think that's the WNBA thing because the toxicity traits in the WNBA are rampant, and it is rather amusing as the WNBA free agency market has gone through, and pretty much everyone has been signed and or traded, except for one player being Kennedy Carter. But there's another player who has now demanded a trade, and we will talk about that. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, powered by Come On Now, the podcast, where we talk facts over feelings. I am your host, Rudy Rodriguez Shoma, aka Rudy the Hammer. Welcome back, everyone, all my loyal ranters. Please hit that like button right now and leave a comment. I don't care if it says comment, COMMENT. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts on the video, of course. And then for those of you who are new, I appreciate y'all jumping on with me today. Please hit that like button. Become a subscriber. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell. Learn about what we got. We do a lot of things here, not just women's basketball. I rant about lots of topics. We also rock with Combat Corner. We got all types of things going on here. Yes, a lot of women's basketball because hey, that's what y'all like. So I give you the content you want, but let's build up my combat section, man. Check it out. I appreciate you in advance. Let's talk about this now. Marina Mabrey, the only one left from Connecticut's team last year of substance, has demanded a trade according to her agent. Marina Mabrey. Her agent, the fams, Marcus Crenshaw, told ESPN on Wednesday, Marina Mabrey has been dealt around this damn league like a I won't say it, but she's been traded a lot. People go through her, they use her, they move her. All those things, if she was to be traded, this would be her fourth team in 4 years. I believe that's the number 4 and 4. Let me just check that again. Connecticut, Chicago. Yeah, it would be her fourth team in 4 years. So let me ask you this. Is she the problem? Might she be the problem? I'm sure she wants out of Connecticut because she probably knows that Connecticut is going to absolutely suck next season or this season. But I also know that there's something to be said for not always trying to bail out of uncomfortable situations. She did it last year in Chicago. She bailed out of an uncomfortable situation, demanded a trade, got sent to Connecticut. Now she wants out of Connecticut. Let's think about this for a second. She wanted out. Why did she want out? I will tell you why I think she wanted out. I think she wanted out because she couldn't stand dealing with the Angel Reese nonsense. That is my belief. Even though it was her who was pointing to Kennedy Carter to pass her Angel Reese the ball to continue that bupkis ass streak. All that said, maybe some people think she had beef with Kennedy Carter. That's a possibility. It is a possibility. But I believe that she had a beef with what was going on and how the team was being managed. So she goes over to Connecticut, gets to the conference finals, and loses. And now her team is gutted, and now she wants to go somewhere else. But where can she go? Where would she go? The only places that make a lot of sense, for one, you gotta give something up to get her. And it's one of those things where, is she worth it? Is she worth the trouble? Is she worth the headache? Because at a certain point, maybe you got to look at the player. You know, the same way the folks who don't like Kennedy Carter say, well, Kennedy Carter hasn't worked out here. She's had problems here and there. Marina Mabrey's been in the league since 19. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. She has played on 1, 2, 3, 4 teams. She wants to make it 5 and 7 years. Maybe she's the problem because she's not a bad basketball player. She's averaged double digits in points since her second season. She's not a bad basketball player. She's a good shooter from the perimeter. I mean, like, so maybe that whole damn situation in Chicago was a nightmare for everybody involved. Maybe it was. Maybe it really wasn't Kennedy Carter. I'm sure people will come back to me and say, yeah, it was Kennedy Carter. I know for sure. Yeah. No, you don't. Are you in the locker room? Are you in the locker room? Just because Chicago didn't want her back, were you in the locker room? Because they know who their face is. It's Angel Reese. And they can't piss off Angel Reese. So they gotta do what they gotta do. And I get it. I actually get it. But it's not for winning games. It's for selling merch, maybe selling tickets, but it's damn sure not for winning games. And now Marina Mabrey wants out. So let's talk about the potential destinations for her that makes sense. I would say a destination that would make sense would be the New York Liberty. I don't know if that could be arranged, but that would be one that could make sense. Why? Courtney Vandersloot just left the Liberty back to Chicago. I think it could be very, very beneficial for Sabrina Ionescu to have another player who can hit jump shots with her. That's a genuine that's a genuine possibility. And I'm sure they have some players off their bench that they could trade over to Connecticut or a pick that would facilitate that deal. Indiana's not trading anything for her unless they can dump off a Katie Lou Samuelson contract, which they cannot. Although their salaries are close. Marina Mabrey makes 210. Samuelson's like at 180. So there is the dollar ability to do that deal. Do you think they'll do it? I don't know. Would it bother me? No. The same reason it wouldn't bother me if they signed Kennedy Carter. Like, it wouldn't bother me. I don't play that game. I don't live in that world of, oh, you banged me. I can't play with you. Oh, my God, she's mean. She's nasty. Da, 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 da. Get the fuck out of here. I don't live in that world. I live in a world of this is sports. We're competing. You don't like it, so be it. We can play together or not play together. The same way the Lexi Halls managed to play now, 8 games with Angel Reese in 3-on-3 basketball and be teammates. And y'all don't have a problem with that, right? She's playing with the girl who tomahawk chopped Caitlin Clark in the face as well. Make up your mind, make up your mind, make up your mind. Or maybe you do have beef with Lexi Hall now. I don't know, and I don't care. The ultra sensitive people that watch the WNBA, my God, it is not just a one-way street of sensitivity. It is a sensitive. Like, all y'all people are sensitive about this shit. It's just weird as hell to me. Never gonna understand this nonsense of the levels of sensitivity involved in the WNBA. This would never be an issue in the NBA. Nobody had an issue in Houston getting Dylan Brooks, who's a lunatic. Nobody. There are idiots out there who say, oh, Dylan Brooks ain't worth shit. Bullshit, he's not worth shit. Go look at what Houston's doing right now in the NBA. Go look at Houston. Go look at what Dylan Brooks helped make Houston in 2 years. You want me to tell you? Houston Rockets are the 4th seed in the West. They're 32-19. You know what they were last year? His first year in Houston, they were an 11 seed. They went 41-41. They were 500 under new coach Ime Udoka, who's a great, great coach, by the way. And you know what they were the year before that? They were 22-60. Dylan Brooks made a difference in Houston. He's made a huge difference. They're going to win 50 games. They're going to win 50 games. They're going to be a contender. They are a contender. So this attitude of you can't have, man, please. Same reason that I would take Marina Mabrey on the Indiana Fever. It could happen. I would take Kennedy Carter. I would do them. I would do both if I could, because it makes them better. Whether you think it does or doesn't, because you think the locker room is so goddamn sacred. Dylan Brooks is a lunatic. Somehow he makes it work. Somehow Houston Rockets are better because he's there. Draymond Green has been a headache and a half for upwards of 10 years now. Somehow the Golden State Warriors are a better team because he's on it. I don't like Draymond Green. I don't think he's that good, but he fits what they do. He fits what they do. And whether you like it or not, he helps them win. He's helped them win 4 rings. He helped them lose. He also helped them lose one by his antics, but he's helped them win 4 rings, which they wouldn't have won without him. So the WNBA, you got to live in this world of ultra sensitivity and worrying about feelings. But Marina Mabrey, she fits in New York. She obviously doesn't want to go play in Washington. She could fit in Atlanta. She could also fit in Phoenix. You just have to have something to trade. And that's the question, is what can people trade to get her? You know where she would really, really fit? It's Vegas. But they don't have the bullets to trade to get her. Their bench is awful, as I told you yesterday. They have nothing on the bench. There's nothing to trade. You're not going to trade Jackie Young for her. You're not going to trade Chelsea Gray for her. You're not going to trade Jewel Lloyd for her. You're not going to trade Asia Wilson for her. So what are you going to trade? You have to basically send them a whole bunch of picks. That's about all you can do, because you're trying to maximize your ability to win now, as I have you as an 8 seed. Do I think Marina Mabrey helps them become better? Yes. I think she fits that situation probably better than anyone else, but the reality is, what can they actually give up to get her? What would Connecticut want for her? Those are the questions that need to be answered. But the same people who don't want Kennedy Carter, the same people that had problems with DeWanna Bonner, the same people that have problem with this, problem with that, problem with this. I keep reminding y'all, Caitlin Clark ain't a damsel in distress. She throws her bows too, man. And that's why I love her, because she has no fear of anybody. None. It's time y'all start recognizing the reality of professional sports. This is not a freaking hugs and kisses cotillion. This is competition. And you do what you got to do to win. You do what you got to do. You do what you got to do to win. I do not care. If Indiana got to body slam people to win next year, you know what? You'll body slam people. That's what you do, because that's what it takes to win. But I just wanted to point this out, because maybe it is Marina Mabrey who's the toxic character, because this would be her 15 in 7 years. Just something to think about. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Is Marina Mabrey the toxic character? I already know you think Kennedy Carter is, but maybe it's really Marina Mabrey as well. Maybe it's Angel Reese, which y'all never wanted to. I mean, for some reason, for some of y'all hate so damn much, none of y'all blame her for shit that went on in Chicago. It's crazy. Teresa Witherspoon's fault, Kennedy Carter's fault, everybody's fault except for Angel Reese. Very, very interesting. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me hear what you guys say. Please be sure to like, subscribe, follow, hit that bell. Reese Rant, facts or feelings. Come on now.